Hello out there, and welcome back. It's been a while since I've uploaded any videos to this channel. I've been very busy. But today I'd like to just do a quick unboxing and sort of a product overview of the Garmin Dashcam 35. I paired this camera up with the Sandisk High Endurance video monitoring card, which is 64 gigs and is designed for high data read and writes, as opposed to a normal micro SD card such as a Sandisk Ultra Plus, which is designed for taking pictures, storing MP3 files. Nothing that's a huge data read or data write cycle to these cards. Uh, Definitely, there's a difference here between the 64 gig SanDisk Ultra and the 64 gig SanDisk Ultra high endurance card. I noticed that the difference is definitely write speed. These are rated about 80 megabits, 50 megabits read and write cycles. This is rated at 20 megabits read and write, so it's not as fast as ultra extreme micro SD card of the same size per se, but it is designed to be able to last longer due to the fact that this card is going to be used on a constant write cycle when being used in one of these dash cams. I'm not too sure what the longevity specs are on using a normal SD card as opposed to a high endurance video card. Definitely there's a speed difference. This card is slower. It's about 20% more expensive depending where you get this card compared to this card. Definitely I would not recommend this card if you are using a DSLR or anything that needs to write a lot of data fast and read data fast, since this would be pretty slow for 4K video recording. This should be more suited for that, as this is more of a 80 megabits read and 60 megabits write, or I believe it's the other way around. Don't quote me on that. And definitely this one is stated in the description is 20 megabits read and write. Another thing to note is that this is a class 10 card, but it's not a ultra high speed 1 or ultra high speed 3 UHS spec for this card, so hence it's not as fast. Alright, so I also bought another well, before I get ahead of myself, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to pop this open. Obviously I've already opened this camera. You have the camera here. From what I initially saw online was that I thought this ring would have been some sort of sensor, being that this model camera has a collision warning system. However, it's not. This is just a placeholder for the little socket ball connection it comes with. And over here, if you take a look, we have the windshield adapter, which I was quite disappointed, although it came with two sticky pads. The problem being that this sort of is more like a permanent attachment to your vehicle, which it's not really big, but I do like to have the option to be able to move this around if maybe I get tired of it where I had, or maybe it wasn't the best place to put it to begin with. So they do give you an extra sticky pad that I guess you can use if you were sort of make a mistake with this. But we're doing a little quick search on the interweb. I was able to find a suction cup adapter for this unit, which definitely will allow you to move this unit as you please, or until you find the right spot for it. It wasn't that much more expensive than the original part for this unit, and yeah, I would definitely recommend finding this. I bought this at Amazon.com for a few dollars. As you can see, this will sort of snap onto this, or you got pressure snap onto it, like so. What's interesting to note about this camera, and I'm not too sure. The box says it does not record audio, but if you were to take a look over here, it sort of seems like a little mic for audio. Maybe that's enabled, maybe it's not enabled. I don't know. One thing to also note is that the loading of the SD card, which it comes already with a 4 GB SD card, it's sort of it's not sealed away or anything like that. So maybe a really hard crash or a really hard bump will definitely knock this card or send it flying out. Not too sure why Garmin didn't sort of include a second door or sort of second latch to this, but definitely it's ease of use if you need to take out the card. That's not arguing with that. It comes with a Transcend 4 GB Class 10 micro SD HC, which is high capacity, and we're going to be upgrading this to a Sandisk micro SD XC, which is extreme capacity high endurance card. What's nice about this is basically just plug and play. I don't even need to format this. So I will turn this guy on. There you go. Really wish it would have had like a sort of second door to this or something, because this is sort of designed for a vehicle crash or a event recording device in case you're in a car accident. So yeah, I'm assuming that you're in a very heavy frontal collision, this will get knocked off the windshield, and it'll chances of this spring loaded as micro SD port flinging this unit out pretty high. But in any event, let's keep this video nice and short. Let's go ahead and press power button. It has 4 buttons. One is the power, one is to take a picture, and the other one is to save the last 30 seconds of recorded footage onto a separate file within the card, so it won't overwrite. So we're gonna hold the power button. So we have this turn on. See, we get the Garmin logo, we get a warning. It sort of reminds me of one of those disclosure warnings that you see every time you rent a movie or you're watching something online that's copyrighted. That's kind of funny. So the memory card must be formatted. Notice all data on the card will be erased. So that's nice. So we'll press a check mark here. Okay, I agree to that. Format card, I would say yes. Car formatted. All right. So car has been installed. There's quite a fair amount of light in this this room here. It's not the brightest lit room right now, but you can tell as soon as the unit gets powered on, it immediately begins recording, which is pretty good. Now there sort of seems to be a little delay, as you can see from the one count to another. It's a few seconds. I'm assuming that's because this sort of has sort of a cache mode, where if something were to happen to the device, there's a good couple of seconds that it will retain whatever data you were recording. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why there's a delay. Display time mode and recording will continue. So that's a good feature of this cam. It won't stay on while you're recording. It's very dimly lit, but it is recording. If you were to press a check mark, you'll turn the backlit back on, which saves you a lot of battery. in the long run. What other features do we have with this unit? If we were to press the hold down the record button for 5 seconds, it beeps and it saves the, I believe, last 30 seconds or up to a minute of video. I gotta double check on the manual. You could take snapshots, 3, 2, 1 sort of fashion. So let's say, there's a car collision. You pop this guy out of the windshield. You don't have a cell phone on you. It will double as a digital camera. Of course, there's no flash, so if this sort of happens at night, you may need external light sources to help you light properly the subject that you're taking picture of. But in all events, it's pretty handy. Just one button. It does a 3-second countdown, and it beeps to confirm that there's a snap taken. A picture taken of whatever is happening. Not that many options to fill out. When I first got this, date, time, and region, and pretty sure that's for the GPS coordinates. On the right side here, you see there's a GPS signal strength and the red light, so it should tell you it's recording. So to turn off the unit, simply hold down the power button. It says unit power off. Press check mark. Yes. Media being saved, and that's it. That's all there is to it. It comes with a car power adapter for the cigarette lighter. Many cars have these standard. This is about a 6-foot USB mini charging cable, and it also came with a 3 feet regular USB A to USB mini B connector. That's, if you need to charge this unit and you don't have this plug available in your car, you can just plug it into a cell phone charger and it'll charge the unit for you. What's good about this accessory? It's not an official Garmin accessory, but it's pretty well made. It feels like pretty solid plastic. The length of this, it's pretty long, so if you have a big car, sort of angle this, lock this into place, and it will sort of reach closer to you, as opposed to the original one, which for my personal taste, it seems pretty short. If you were to mount this, it would be sort of very up close to the windshield, which, depending on how tall you are, what car you have, it can be too far away, or it can be not the right angle you would want it at, as opposed to this unit, which once again is a suction cup style unit. And one last thing to review on this is if you were to press the power button once, you get settings, you get the brightness level of the unit, display timeout, so it'll tell how long you want this unit to turn off the back lid. It also gives you the option for alert tone, so this is where the collision alert tone comes in. About will tell you the software version. Setup, you set up time and date and location. Red light cameras, this is a feature that's used on a subscription-based service by Cyclops, where the camera will have predetermined coordinates where there's speed light cameras. And that's pretty much it. I mean, what's nice about this unit is compact. It's from a trusted brand, Garmin. They've been making GPS units and any other vehicle devices for a while. That's one of the main reasons why I opted out to get a Garmin as opposed to any other brand, although there are better brands out there as far as technology goes. But the price of this unit, it was a deal breaker for me. A couple other things that I would like this unit to have would have been that sort of an automatic power on, so when you turn on the ignition key, it sort of senses the battery goes on, and it starts recording. You have to press that every time you want to record. And that's pretty much it. Well, thank you guys for watching. And I'll be sure to upload more videos about this stuff.